What it do, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We've got what might be finals. I have no idea. I've started doing these out of order as we get ready for what was supposed to be BT16 content, but the delays have kicked us in the teeth. But yeah, we've got Rapid versus Devas. Gonna have the Terriermon, and a Double Typhoon is gonna find just the tamer. As much as you do see a bunch of bunnies there, that is just another copy of Double Typhoon. So a little bit of a slow start there for Rapid. The two black sources to the bottom, not ideal there. We are gonna finally see that big turn pushing things over. Gonna raise out the Terriermon with 6 memory to play with, Double Typhoon, and then Terrier is going to play a Willis for 1 cost, which is going to give us the new egg, and then we're going to suspend the Willis to get the extra. Then we're going to swing at 7, and it's going to get bounced by the Azulong, which does not care about the minus DP that has been done. We're going to go Rapid though to get the Digivolve, which is going to bring straight back the power, and then there's Double Typhoon. It's going to send the Terrier and the thingy. What's it called? Terrier and the Mega Gargo to the bottom of the deck. Pretty early to see those disappear, but maybe he already has another one in hand. Either way, we're going to be finding out as we are going to see the KnTElixar swing in. No Blast Evo, so I guess we do not. And there we're going to have the Fangalong come down. So actually not a bad decision to stay in the back there, because it would have just made this Fangalong much cheaper. I don't know if Trix is actually on any options that are going to smoke Devas in security. We're going to use the Willis once again to reduce the cost of the Evo. And you definitely need it, because that going over a Lotmon, that's a 4 cost Evo. Reduced down to 3. Just double checking to see what's in trash in terms of cards that can be returned. Going to go for the training, finds a Rapid. And we are going to attempt to swing over the... Okay, no, it looks like we're going to try and swing at security. And it looks like the -4 was done to the... Actually, even if it wasn't, Lotmon gives the extra DP, so we are fine. Anyway, playing out the Terriermon, and then we're going to go into the Rapid, which is going to be enough to clear the KnTElixar, thanks to the -4 being done to it previously, then the -5 being done with the BT8 Rapid. This is putting things back into the trash, though. So we're going to -12 the board again. Just passes over 4 this time. It's looking pretty dicey. We've still not actually seen anything done into security. Just blocker after blocker after blocker right now. And he has to pass him low. I mean, even if he doesn't pass him low, cracking Double Typhoon, Terrier, play out. Okay. Terrier going to get the Biomerge, which gets to go into the Mega Gargamon Ace, which is actually going to get that lockdown. Is going to swing over the Fangalong and get the unsuspend. Don't have the burn source. Interesting that he went for that Rapid. I guess it's because he wanted him to be bigger than Fangalong. And then we're going to have the Henry to get the one choke, get the reboot. Really, really well done there from Trix. He actually might be able to stabilize here now. Prioritizing the power on the Rapid rather than going for the burn security makes things a lot more awkward for the Devas player to stay in the running. He's gone through a lot of black sources as well. We're going to get the one Digivolving. And it is a buy pop, so he doesn't have to pop. I'm going to raise out now. And the question is whether we get a suspension. We're going to use the Willis to reduce the cost. It looks like we're going to go into another one of those golden Rapids, which is going to swing, is going to do the -4. That'll be just a single check at security. Going to go into the Rapid, which is going to get the Digivolve, gets the 4 back, gets the protection. And now we're going to probably go swing and suspend swing, right? I don't see anything really to be worried about here as a... Right, like I guess Heaven's Judgment in theory, but we're going to go for the suspension, unsuspend, which is then going to swing through it, which is going to get the burn. When it gets suspended, though, it's going to get the draw power. So now we're going to see swing, unsuspend, swing. So we put them on pretty decent value when we're going to go for the Double Typhoon to pass turn. And now, what a tempo swing. It was 5 security to 2. Now we're staring at a pretty comfy 2-1 with potentially 4 checks on board. And looks like we're going to see the Ibonwu. Actually, yeah, that's a really good answer. Oh, wait, so is it going to get... It's only going to lock down 1 because there's no other Devas on board. If anything, I think I would prefer to see... I think I would have preferred to see the Ibonwu lock down the one that does the burn. Because now we're going to swing... Okay, we're just alliancing through it, and then we're going to unsuspend and go through. Whilst the players are getting all shuffled up, I do want to say a massive thank you to everyone that has been supporting the channel. The Mega level, we do have Just Justice Josh. Mega level is a tier 3 sub, as well as a ultimate here on YouTube. To get started here for turns 1 and 2. It should be pretty quick for what they're setting up for. Analog Youth finds 3 bodies. Trashing off 2 is going to play the 1, but it has to be a different Deva to the one that just got sent off, which actually does work out totally fine. Trick's going to be setting up as we do have that Willis played for 1, and I want to say a massive shout out to him as an ultimate here. And we do have the Tommy NT joining him, and also 3 strike rule at the ultimate tier. We're going to have that burst Evo. It is -5, and it is going to try and pop a 6k or fewer, but the Rapidmon is bigger than 6k, so it won't pop during the swing, thanks to the thanks to the inherit. So it actually gets to swing over the big bird, fry that chicken, and purge back down, turns into a gaogamon for the 1-cost Evo, and we are going to see it turned into... Well, I'm going to see it with a double Typhoon. Kind of unfortunate that we're in like an awkward position. I can't remember if Mega Gargamon can go over Gargamon. I think it's only over Rapid. So it is liable to get swung over here, which I would have preferred to see, I'm not going to lie. The problem is obviously the Rapid coming straight back out could swing back over it in response, but I feel like you're in that sort of position regardless. A training plus Mega Gargo here could do obscene amounts of damage. We're going to go -4 into the blocker this time, which either forces the Deva player to go over the Antealer or go into the Ibonwu to get the lockdown here. There is -4, so I don't think they're going to want to block. They're just going to let it through. No Fanglong to pick up, but that is going to be 4 Great Cardinal Directions go into hand. I'm going to go for a training here. And we're trying to go into the Rapid. I think that Trix is always saving his level 5 Rapids for as soon as he sees an ace. And basically it's just printing extra memory for him by doing it. And then we're going to go Mega Gargomon here, which is going to get the lockdown. We're going to swing through 1, which it gets the burn. But because it already used its unsuspend with that when digivolving, we're not going to be able to see it go for the double clear. Just going to go for the Henry, and then Memseta Henry passes 4. And the Sinduramon can't digivolve. Very, very important. Here comes the Fanglong. I'm kind of surprised he's slamming it rather than going for the 4 Great Cardinal Directions. No, okay, no, he did. He just put it straight in trash, question mark? So we will get the full clear. Where do we go from here? Yeah, Ibonwu. This will make it so that the Fanglong next turn is going to get some pretty dummy value, and finally seeing the Digimon Emperor hit the field to stop the rookies from pushing out. But Trick's more than happy to spend a 1-cost Evo to not lose 2 next turn. A lot of decks, the Digimon Emperor is really funny because it obviously either makes you lose 2 memory or forces you to evolve over a rookie, which most champions cost 2 to evolve. So it ends up working out quite well. Gonna go for the double Typhoon to play out the Terriermon, and then we're gonna load up the Rapid to go straight into Mega Gargamon. Ace with the Henry Biomerge is gonna lock down 2. It does gain Rush, and then we are going to swing. How did we get the suspension on Fanglong? Fanglong's immune to Digimon effects. Not fully sure. Oh, the Henry. Yes, it's not immune to Tamer, so the Henry suspended it so we could swing over 1 and then unsuspend, swing over it. Oh, a well-played trap. Drop the 4 just to set up nicely for the next one. I mean, here comes the next one, and away it goes. So we're just calculating the cost now with the number of pieces in there, and then overflow in order to clear the full board. Gets to keep turn once again. Masterfully done, though. Genuinely fantastically done there from Trix. Gonna raise out once again. Mega Gargamon is just going to swang at security. And there goes the Ebonwu. And it is just going to get the hit. Doesn't get the block or anything like that, but it's fine. Is it Double Typhoon Biomerge again? He's on 5 memory, so he could, in theory, do it again. It could just be rinse and repeat. Oh, no, he's missing the Biomerge, Henry. Of course. I think he has to set one up for the next turn, but he's in range of getting double burned plus an alliance check. So we're going to double Typhoon, then we're going to training up into the Rapid. Rapid going to get the suspension on a Bonwu, and then does -5. And then we're going to play the memory setter. No, we'll play the Biomerge Henry just to try and get some extra value. Obviously, Fanglong swinging first. It's going to clear the board and then burns 2 with the 1 check. A Bonwu with the 2 checks, and that's going to clear it up.
Matrix Digivolution.
Yeah, today's sponsor is me. I appreciate everyone supporting me as they have, and there are plenty of other ways to support. The memberships, Twitch Prime, and all of that are great ways to do so, and just making sure that in addition to slapping like down and making sure you are subscribed, there are plenty of other things that I do that I really love doing and take a lot of work, and appreciate if you guys also gave them a shout and gave us some honest feedback on them, because the only way we can make them better is if people tell us what they like and dislike. But yeah, that's it for today's sponsor. Appreciate you if you didn't skip it. Back to the video.
Whilst we do get shuffled up, as we said, thanks to the Ultimates, I do want to say a thank you to the champions as well. Getting some bonus content from the podcast. We do have Shinny Carry, Coffee Deus, DHM celebrating his 6 months, Solar Ouroboros, and newly upgraded Seb Bainbridge Coombs. Got the rookies ready to rock. But first, we're going to be seeing the Memory Setter rookie in the back here for tricks. And a Henry to pass over. Now, we're going to see an Analog Youth, which is going to pick up 1 bin off the Ebonwu. And we're going to go with Loyalty. So we're getting as much as we can out of the 3 memory that was passed before. We are inevitably going to slam and pass 7. And the cutscene will begin. We're going to use the Kentora and then put this Endura in the back. And we're going to say a big ol' thanks to our remaining rookies, Bradley Rob, Greatness Beam, and new to the team, King Fujitoro. I like the setup to stay not on board with the Rapid and the Henrys in the back. We saw basically the game plan now is as soon as Fanglong hits the table, you just have to have the Biomerge Henrys to be able to set up Mega Gargamon Ace as soon as you get your pieces in trash. Seeing one of the Mega Gargamon Aces is pretty unfortunate in the security, but he's going to pick up a Gargo for the 1 cost in case we see Digimon Emperor come down soon. Double blocker is kind of annoying. Going to suspend one of them with the Henry, and then we're going to -4 the other one, as well as the security as well, so should be able to beat over quite a few things. The Baihumon means that the first check we'll get to play the Sindura to field instead, which is pretty good. I'm going to crack that Double Typhoon, which is going to get us the Henry as well as a Rapid. Rapid is going to suspend all and then -5. So it's already -4 on the standing blocker, which would put Baihu down to 8. 5 puts it down to 3. And then if he can go into it with the D-Digivolve, he'd be able to clear, but not quite able to get it done. There's a lot of bodies on board right now. 3 memory... I don't know. Like, I think if he has the Fanglong, just evolving the Fanglong here, low-key might be the wave. Just go over the Baihumon and get it done. I actually don't think that going super wide on Devas is the play. We are going to pop one of the Rapids, because it is 6k, which is going to give it Sec +1, and then it's going to... Well, it's thinking about trying to go for a piercing check, but thanks to Armor Purge, it's not going to do it. So instead, yeah, we are going to see the evolution into Fanglong. And this is where things get a little bit dicey. Rookie in the back. Another mem blocker ult. They're not really going to be blocking all that much memory whilst Fanglong's here to just shrink your stuff. And things do look dicey. Looks like we're missing the D-Digivolve Rapid. We're going to evolve for 1 to try and see if we can find some cycle. But we're either missing like an alliance body or something like that. Looks like we are going to swing suspend the blocker. And we're going to go into the Ibonwu to get the lockdown. So now this is going to be burning 2, check 1 next turn. It's just going to let the check go through. Going to go into the D-Digivolve. We're going to D-Digivolve the Ibonwu. Gain the 4. Training. Just not finding what we need. 1 cost cycle. Where do you go from here, Trix? I think you, at the very least, if you can find the Mega Gargo off of the Double Typhoon. Ugh. If you could find it off the Double Typhoon, then you'd be able to get the suspension on the Shuchao, but instead we're just going to slam it for 7, get the D-Digivolve. And what he's at least done here is he's taken the burn checks off the board. Yes, both these rapids are just going to hell in a second. But he's kept himself alive and he's actually extended the clock quite well here. Veemon at more than a 1-off seems kind of troll. I am not a huge fan of it. Gonna full clear the board once again. And just burn 1, check 1, and it does hit the Death X, so it comes up in security, but that was a second Mega Gargamon ace that was in security, which is probably why we couldn't find them. On play of the Willis is going to give us a new egg for the off turn. And it looks like we're going to try and go for a Biomerge, so we found some sort of Mega Gargamon to deal with. Finally, it's going to suspend. Chooses to go for the blocker and not the Baihu. I'm assuming the Baihu is going to be trying to do some nonsense. We're going to double Typhoon out the Lopmon, trying to swing through, which will have the burn as it gets the suspension as well, I guess. Very, very nice. Get the burn 1, and then we're going to try and swing through the Baihu. Baihu hits the Kentaurus. We're going to bring back a Fanglong with the last one, but this is looking like it. Well, it would be game if it wasn't Kentaurus popping out of the security, which is super cringe. Yeah, it's going to pass 1. Oh, the Baihu actually, as much as I hate it, it came up. Like, it gave him the last check, gave him the blocker directly out of security. And then, of course, hitting the Fanglong option means that this Fanglong will, even with 1 memory, like, he actually can find it now. Oh, that's really unfortunate there for Trix. I don't even think there's a way for them to have enough DP in that stack. So down comes Fanglong, clears up everything. But it's not enough to keep turn, interestingly. So we've got 1 blocker here. Trying to swing security. We are going to suspend the blocker with the this Henry's going crazy, and that's going to be enough. He is going to take it. I thought for sure there was something, but we are not going to be seeing more. But if you liked what you saw and you would like to see more, then head over to the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so that way I'm always in your inbox. We do be doing Digimon daily here, and as always, I'll be wishing you the best of luck in your matches, and as always, have yourselves a damn good one.